Hello everyone, welcome to your next 7 days reading for each zodiac sign. So these are timeless messages from Spirit for each zodiac sign for your next 7 days. Let's get started. Hello Cancer, so your overall energy for these next 7 days is Skunk Spirit with Know Your Worth. Where this is playing out or how this is playing out is in relationships. And then we have the additional messages with Tarot. We've got the 8 of Wands, the 6 of Wands and the Emperor. This is interesting. Know your worth. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? But in actual fact, it's actually quite difficult for us to really tap into our self-worth, realize our self-worth. And I think very interestingly in your reading, Cancer, I feel our self-worth comes from within. So other people outside of us can say, oh no, but you're great, or you're this, or you're that. And if we don't believe it ourselves, we'll just think that they're just saying that to be kind. But interestingly enough, I really feel in this reading, Cancer, it's a relationship that actually enables you to know your self-worth. Now, this is going to play out really different for all of you. Is it somebody that you know, that you see how much they undervalue themselves, how much they don't believe in their self-worth, they don't like themselves? And that's going to make, you are going to see through them kind of what you do to yourself or what you believe in yourself. But it's always easier to see other people clearly as opposed to ourselves, because we've got a bit of distance, haven't we? You know, we can step back. We have a more bigger picture. Whereas when it's you're in it, it's hard to move enough away from it to get perspective. So I feel that through whatever you see in these next 7 days, that can be a relationship with somebody that's very close to you. It could be just a stranger that you meet, but you're going to see how this person doesn't go for things, or doesn't believe in themselves, doesn't trust in themselves, doesn't see their self-worth. And I feel that you are going to see how that impacts their life. They might not see it, but I think you're going to see, oh, but if you just went up and spoke to them, oh, they were so interested, or oh, you didn't go for that job, but you would have been perfect for it. Why didn't you go for it? And suddenly, I feel like they're holding up a mirror for you, Cancer. I feel that suddenly you're going to see, oh. And the scenario will be different. How we all undervalue ourselves, or we all don't not believe in ourselves in the same way. The results pretty much are the same, but you know, some of us you know, don't love our bodies. Some of us don't like our mind. We think we're stupid. Some of us you know, we'll all have different things. And so the person that mirrored you, Spirit is saying, be mindful that you don't have the same hang-ups as them. But it will show you firsthand how not valuing yourself, not seeing your self-worth impacts your life. Now we've got relationships. And the card says, I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. And I feel that this feels like a bit like a prayer to me. And I feel that let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I feel this person that has mirrored you, you wish for them the clarity that you wish for yourself. I don't feel that this is a love relation. Like I don't feel this has anything to do with love or relationships in the traditional sense. I feel this is in relation to somebody that your life moves forward. You see something clearly. Because look at this energy. 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the Emperor. And I feel that what you see rapidly changes something in you. You just, I think I've been saying this a lot in my readings lately actually, but Cancer, it's like once you see something you cannot unsee it, and that's what you're seeing. It's just like this aha moment that kind of just, it's almost like your eyes are seeing for the first time. And I really feel you're going to be like, oh my gosh, how could I have not seen this before? Here I was looking at this other person going, but you're fantastic. Why didn't you go for it? And you're really bewildered by their hesitation and by the way they don't see themselves. And suddenly that's being mirrored back and you're just going, it's almost like this is like just doink on the head, making you go, oh, that's what I do in regards to this. Or that's how I am when it comes to love, or that's how I am in a job, or that's how I am with my natural gifts and abilities. And it propels you forward in a really big way. Because this 6 of Wands is you moving forward triumphant and successful. So this 6 of Wands, this person has won the war. So he's like coming home after the war. And it's almost like, so let's say the war, okay, so in the tarot it's a war, but the war is an analogy for a difficult time, a difficult passage that you have passed. And that difficulty is no more. It literally is like you become unblocked. It's like you know your self-worth. And you are not afraid to express that. Because the next card is the Emperor. The Emperor embodies self-worth, self-belief, self-understanding. He's quite happy to sit there and give counsel. He's quite happy to settle disputes. He sees clearly. He's confident in his knowledge, and he's wise, so he knows the limits of his knowledge. That's self-worth. Self-worth is not believing that you know it all, you're perfect at everything, or you're just everything. Self-worth means, yeah, I've got things that I'm not good at. I've got aspects of myself that I don't particularly like. But I embrace it all. It's all part of me and I love me. Flaws and all. That is knowing your worth. Knowing your worth doesn't make you arrogant. It makes you compassionate. It makes you all-inclusive. Because the emperor knows in order for him to rule his empire, he needs others. He gives counsel, but he also receives counsel. Meaning he receives advice. He gives advice, but he also receives it because he knows that there are times where his perspective might be limited. So he'll go out and seek others, but he's wise enough to then bring it into himself and figure it out for himself. This is amazing, Cancer, because the Emperor is self-aware, self-empowered, believes in his self-worth, sees his self-worth, but in a very authentic, aligned way. Not imposing, it's not ego-driven at all. It's very much soul-driven, and this is what you're seeing. This is what you're moving towards. This changes your life because you're no longer afraid to do things. You're no longer afraid of ridicule or of not being pretty enough, or not being smart enough, or not being tall enough, or not being young enough, or old enough, or whatever it is. All that falls away and you just see your abilities. Oh, what a message, Cancer. Love, light and blessings, my friends. See you next time. Bye-bye.